Hola, I'm Leia.
Konnichiwa, I'm Gladys.
Hello, I'm Jim.
Ni hao, I'm Maribel.
Konnichiwa, minasan. I'm Russell.
Okay, so what does culture mean to you personally? For me, culture, I am a Cebuana, but I've been living in different cities or provinces like Bohol, Leyte, and Mindanao. I define culture as our way of behaving ourselves in opposed locations. So, my behavior really matters and changes when I'm in my relatives' place.
For
Okay.
me, the kind of things define a culture are the following: arts, architectures, foods, manners, traditions, ceremonies, and others that are passed from generation to generation.
Okay, for me, culture is like it influences our um how we interact with other people and also our choices. Oh, of course, we like Filipino food compared to Japanese food, right? So I think it influences our choices in our lives.
For me, culture is generally reflects the shared beliefs, values, customs, and practices that different group of people have.
Okay, so for me, culture includes language, ideas, beliefs, customs, codes, institutions, tools, techniques, works of art, rituals, and ceremonies, and among other elements.
Yes, so that's right. So like for me, my culture really changed when I'm in different location. Like for example, when I'm in Leyte, I cannot wear daring clothing like shorts, sexy tops, and so on. Though I am not sexy, but I really want to to wear that one. Since my aunt is very conservative, like when it comes to dressing. So I cannot be with my friends partying in the night since she thinks I might went home pregnant. So that's it.
Okay. So I think in culture also we need to be very sensitive and understanding. However, sometimes we must try to educate other people politely, right? So if, for example, I think I can understand with family or relatives, sometimes we feel like we have to respect them fully, that we just okay, I will just adjust, right? But I think if we are in public and then somebody says that, oh, you look inappropriate because of how you dress, I think we must like um tell them that this is how I like, this is for myself, and it's not actually for you. So I dress how I like, not for other people. So I think educating people with our own, I think everyone has their own culture, right? Not only about the country as a whole. So yeah, I think it's yeah, it's really about the person. So can you share some unique culture? Of course, Ma'am Leia also shared about her the way she dressed with family and with friends, right? How okay, for me, I'm gonna share like one unique culture because I'm an ESL teacher, so I interact with many nationalities like Japanese, Taiwanese, sometimes Korean, rarely Chinese. So I have heard so many cultures and also traditions from them. So I would like to share this tradition, Japanese tradition they do or practice during the new year. So in our case, during the new year, we just consider it like a very festive night. We prepare lechon, right? But for Japanese people, they actually just go back to their hometown and then they prepare this osechi. It's a bento box. So it contains many traditional Japanese food, and each food has the meaning and their wish for the next year. So I think this is a very unique culture because they incorporated the meaning they want and the wish for the next year. And but I think before they said it was more traditional because the meaning is very, they prepare it personally, or the housewives prepare it personally, but now they just buy it in stores. So it changes, right? So yeah, that's one of the unique cultures I would like to share. How about you guys?
Okay, so for me as well, in my mostly in my Chinese students, they also shared to me that when it comes to New Year, the same as in Japanese, they are really into the red packets. Okay, their elders really give them red packets to wish them luck throughout the year. So, and also they love buying new things when it's New Year. They really wear all of the things in the house. If they can buy everything in the house should be new. So that's their culture and traditions as well.
Oh, okay.
Ma'am Jim and Ma'am Leia, I need to ask something. Is it true that Japanese students are more respectful compared to the Filipino students? That is based with, according to my friend, she is now working in Japan, and then she told me that Japanese students are more respectful compared than Filipino students. Is that true?
In my observation, actually, it is partly true because most Japanese kids or even adults, they practice gestures in their daily lives, like bowing. They
Mm-mm.
also very punctual. Yeah, in the class they're very punctual. And yeah, but of course it doesn't mean that Filipinos are not respectful as well. There are still some Japanese that are not respectful. Of course, I've been
Yes,
working
I
for
agree with
3 years.
that. It
So
really depends on their mood as well. Especially as we become unrespectful to and become rude
Yeah.
to other, especially if the people of we are the person we are talking to is rude to us. So we become rude as well, though we don't like it.
mm,
So let's say it really depends to who we are talking to.
yes, and the attitude of the person,
Yes.
personally, not about their background or nationality. I think so.
Okay.
How about Ma'am
Okay.
Argel?
Okay.
All right. So, uh, one of the cultural practice that I want to share with you, though this is not what do you call this one? This is not the unique one, but um, this one is very common to us Filipinos because we're also used to it as nowadays. So this is the martial arts, and this was originated in China. And martial arts, particularly the kung fu, is another aspects that exemplifies the essence of Chinese culture. So beyond physical combat, kung fu embodies a philosophy of discipline, self-improvement, and respect, making it a significant cultural symbol. So as we observe here in the Philippines, we also have these martial arts, and the good thing is in China, it embodies the discipline and self improvement, which is also good to to adapt that. That's it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, uh, so for me also, I would like to share this one in education culture in China and Korea, particularly with their homeworks or assignments. So in South Korea, the average or students receive less than 3 hours of homework per week, while um, in China, Shanghai, the students had the highest number of hours of homework with 13.8 hours per week. So on the average, students spend 2.82 hours per week on their homework. So that's quite a lot.
Yes, that's why they when they come inside my classroom, the Chinese students, they look like zombie. I'm so tired, teacher. Can I sleep? Can I sleep
Yeah.
for 2 minutes? They really ask that one, and I let them sleep. Though
Yeah.
I
They're
just
lucky
let
they
them.
have.
I just tell them because we are not allowed to stop the lesson, right? We are not allowed to stop the
Mm.
lesson. So okay, just listen there while closing your eyes. So that's it.
Yeah.
They're lucky they have a kind teacher like you, Naomi.
Yeah. Aside from homeworks, I think they also go to cram school. Have you heard of
Yeah,
cram school? Right. So
yeah.
after class, they go to cram school because to prepare for an examination, something. So yeah, they're really exhausted during our class online.
Yes, and they have so many extracurriculars like the basketball class, English class, like the piano class. They have so many classes. That's why they are very excited because Chinese are really into education. So imagine 80% of their salary went to the education of the child of their children. So that's how they are.
Yeah, and they're really also eager to learn English. So do you think English language has a very important role in the culture?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
I
Yes, it
agree with
is.
that. Like for example, since I'm a Bisaya, so I'm very I speak in somewhat like my tone is very hard. And when it's my first time teaching ESL, it's really difficult because my vowels are very hard. So that's why I really need to undergo those trainings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, so that's it. And
Mm-hmm.
especially when I went to different provinces, like in Leyte, they speak Waray there, and I
Mhm.
encountered my aunt told me tubungi ang misay. What? What is tubugi? With the pouty lips. Tubugi ang misay. With the pouty lips. I don't understand what she's talking about. So that's why I asked her, what's misay? What's tubungi? So that's why in my I learned that misay is a cat and tubungi is to feed the
Okay.
cat
Yes.
outside. So that's it.
Um,
Just like here in Bantayan.
Expressions,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, I think Ma'am Leia and I can relate with each other. So I want to learn also how our public teachers help our Filipino students to learn the English language in the classroom. Can
It
anyone
is
share?
it is very difficult, ma'am. Yes, honestly, because we need to translate the sentence in order for them to understand. If we will not translate it, then they will just like that. They cannot understand. But there are also some students who can understand, but there are few.
Mm.
So it's quite hard
It's,
for
yes,
public.
especially that I am in a province here in Bantayan.
Yeah, so the exposure, right? I think I
Yes,
was also like that when I
Mm.
was young. I was so shy. And we have that
yes,
culture, right? Like if you
Yes.
speak English, like, oh, so
mm-mm.
shy, right?
Yes, yes,
Whenever I speak English, like outside the classroom, I'm not confident. I just became
mm-mm.
confident when I started working in my company in an ESL. I think that's one
Mm-mm.
of the reasons our students in public school, some of them are shy to express
Yes,
themselves in English because of some judgments, right? So
yes, that's
that's
true.
also hard for teachers to control because it's their confidence already. Yeah.
Yes,
So how
agree.
of course we also need to um inspire our students, right? So that's why we also like to learn many cultures. That's why today we are here to to talk about different cultures. So are you do you enjoy learning cultures from different
Yes,
countries
yes,
or
Yes,
from
A big
different
yes for me.
yes,
yes.
So
So,
it's really fun to speak in different languages, especially not only for our vernaculars.
yes,
Speaking different languages from different countries, it's really fun as well. Though it's our intonation also varies. And
mm.
when we laugh to them when they are speaking English, they also laugh to us when we are speaking their language. And I really it really happened to me as well with my students. Huh? Teacher, it's not that? It's this. This is the correct pronunciation of it. Oh, that's it.
I see. So it's good to correct ourselves, right? So I think
Yes.
when learning the culture and the language together, our understanding becomes wide. It widens our horizon. How about you guys? How do you like what is the good thing of learning culture? Ma'am Gadi, what is the good thing about learning culture?
Um, the good thing of learning culture, ma'am, is we can know about the different, or we can understand about their cultures also. Just like, for example, in Japan, I really love the way they greet, for example, because they keep on bowing, and then the lower they bow, the more respect they have for that person, especially if it's an official.
Mhm.
So we can understand other cultures as well because of that.
How about Ma'am Russell?
Yeah, since we talked about Japan, I'm glad. So
Yes.
I like their culture also. That's why I'm interested with
Mm.
cultural exchange.
Yeah.
Me myself, I want to, work in Japan as an ALP.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with ALP?
Yes, ma'am.
Official
Yes.
Language
Get
Culture.
program. Mm-mm.
Yes, I really like this program, and in fact, I applied for this program, and luckily I passed the interview, and now I'm processing for my visa.
Oh, congratulations,
Wow.
Wow,
ma'am.
Congrats, ma'am.
Uh,
congratulations.
Thank you. Hopefully, it will be successful.
Yes.
How about Ma'am Buok?
Okay, so as an educator, I want to reach more cross-cultural understanding and appreciation uh, by promoting cultural education, organize some events that uh, uh, celebrate diversity, encourage travels and experiences, and also foster respect of cultural differences. That's
Okay.
Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for exchanging sharing your opinions to us. And I hope we continue to inspire our students to speak not only their languages, but to different languages to explore and communicate.
I agree.
So,
Thank you so much, all.
Thank you so
thank
much.
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much.
Too.